Good morning. I am Dr. Sumitra, Professor and HOD, Department of Electronics and Communication, JJ College of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to explain about recent trends in wireless sensor networks. So wireless sensor network is a wireless network and it is spatially distributed autonomous devices which we can use to monitor physical and environmental conditions such as temperature, sound, vibration, pressure, motion and pollutant at different locations. So a collection of sensing devices that can communicate with each other wirelessly. So even though sensor network or have limited resources in memory, computational power, bandwidth and energy, and it has a very small small in size that can be embedded in physical environment, and it is self-organizing multi-hop ad hoc networking structure. So this one is the structure of wireless sensor network. So here this blue color small circle indicates a sensor node and the green color circle indicates the gateway node. So that will be connected with the control loop. So here coming to the wireless sensor network, it has a sensor. It is nothing but a transducer which converts the physical phenomenon like heat, light, motion, vibration and sound into an electrical signal, and it consists of a sensor node, and it is a basic unit of a sensor network, and it contains onboard sensor, processor, memory, transceiver and power supply. So here sensor network consists of large number of sensor nodes which can be randomly deployed on a physical environment that will communicate to the sync node. From the sync node it is connected with the base station. So this one is an architecture of sensor node. Here it consists of a microcontroller. That microcontroller is connected with the memory, transceiver, analog to digital converter, sensing unit and battery. The main drawback of this sensor node is battery powered, because each and every sensor nodes are battery powered. So here at few rounds, if it keep on sending the information, the energy will get drained at one particular point. The sensor node becomes zero, so sensor node will die. So that is a major constraint, because each and every node is consists of a microcontroller, external memory, transceiver, sensing unit, analog to digital converter and a battery. So this is a protocol stack for a wireless sensor network. It consists of an application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer, and it consists of management plane, mobility management plane and task management plane. So here data centric routing. The wireless sensor network are randomly deployed and it will transmit the information to the sync node. So because if we keep on sending the messages directly to the base station, means it will consume more power. For that reason, so here we are selecting one sync node, that is a head, cluster head. We are forming a cluster, and from that cluster we are selecting a cluster head that will be connected with the sync node. Then finally it will be connected with the base station. So for that purpose, for minimizing the energy consumption, we are going for this data centric routing. So data aggregation means here the sensor nodes are randomly deployed, and these nodes will be clustered, that will be grouped into clusters. The cluster means it is a group of nodes with similar characteristics. From that group, one node will be selected as a cluster head. So that cluster head will communicate the information among the nodes in that particular group cluster. So all the cluster heads are connected to the sync node, and from the sync node it will be connected to the base station. So data aggregation means collection of information among the clusters. So what are the factors that influences wireless sensor network design? So here these are the factors we have to consider or influence while designing a wireless sensor network. First one is fault tolerance, scalability, production cost, hardware constraint, sensor network topology, environment, transmission media, power consumption, sensing, communication and data processing. So here we are going to see the similarities between wireless sensor network and mobile ad hoc network. So first one is both are wireless here in mobile ad hoc network it is a multi-hop networking. So here it is using a symmetric key, public key here in MANET it is using a public key cryptography. It will support here wireless sensor network supports specialized traffic. Here that will support a traffic among the node pairs. Then next one is here coming to the resources means here it is a processor speed, bandwidth. Here it doesn't have any type constraint. So here we have a classification types of wireless sensor network. We are classifying into structured and unstructured. So coming to the unstructured wireless sensor network, here in that we have a dense collection of wireless sensor network, and ad hoc means it is a temporary network. So that is not permanent. So ad hoc deployment difficult. It is very difficult since we are that network is temporary. It is very difficult to form a symmetric network. So next one is it is very difficult to maintain. Since it is ad hoc in nature, the maintenance is very difficult. So coming to the structured wireless sensor network, it is few. We are going to deploy only a few and scarcely distributed nodes. Here we are going to plan and we are going to deploy. So pre-planned deployment, and also since we are planning and we are deploying, so the maintenance will be network maintenance will be less. So these are the characteristics of wireless sensor network. Power consumption. So in coming to wireless sensor network, power constraint is a major power consumption is a major constraint in WSN. So power consumption constraint for nodes using batteries. So all network sensor networks are battery powered. Next one is it has an ability to cope up with the node failures. Mobility of the nodes will be keep on drag. It is not static. It will be dynamic. It will keep on moving from one place to another place. So and also heterogeneous and scalable to large scale of deployment, and it has an ability to withstand harsh environment. So easy to use and also cross layer design. So these are the characteristics of WSN. So here which type we are using TinyOS, Contiki, Mantis, Butnet, SOS and Nano Arcade. These are the operating system we are using in wireless sensor network. So we see about TinyOS. Here we are having actuating, sensing, communicating, hardware abstraction. Here application layer and main includes scheduler. So these are the characteristics of TinyOS. It has a small memory. Why we are choosing this TinyOS means here is small memory, non-preemptive, power efficient. So it is very, when processor is not active, it will make the processor to enter into the sleep mode. So radio oscillator to sleep mode. So concurrency and intensive operation, event driven architecture efficient. So for this reason we are using this TinyOS. So here development platform is Crossbow, Dust Network, Sensoria, Ember and WorldSense Corporation. So simulator, NS2, Global SIM, OpNet, Sensor SIM, JSIM, OpNet, ++, and Sense. So coming to the application, first application is it has many wide range of application. First one is a military application. So in military application, monitoring the friendly forces, equipments, ammunition, battlefield surveillance, targeting, battle damage assessment, nuclear and biological, and chemical bomb attack detection. So environmental application, so health monitoring, home and office application, automotive application. So in automotive application we have this, in car also we are using this sensor network. So this is a diagram explaining about how we are using this sensor networks. So other applications, commercial applications includes environmental control in office building, interactive museum, detecting and monitoring, car theft, managing inventory control and vehicle tracking and detection. So coming to the advantages, it avoids lots of wiring since it is wireless. So here we can minimize the wiring and it can accommodate new devices at any time. It is flexible to go through physical partitions and it can be accessed through centralized monitor. So drawback is the speed is very low compared to the wired network. So and also it is little more costly because we are going to randomly deploy in a environment. So if there is any climatic changes or something in happening in the environment, that may destroy the sensor node, and also it is a battery powered. So that will after few rounds it will minimize the energy. At one point it will reduce that particular sensor node becomes dead. So all these will these are the drawbacks of sensor nodes. And design challenges is heterogeneity, distributed processing, low bandwidth communication, large scale coordination, utilization of sensors, and real time computation. So challenges while designing the wireless sensor networks are energy efficiency, limited storage and computation, low bandwidth and high error rates. Errors are common in wireless communication, noisy measurements, node failures are expected, scalability to a large number of sensor nodes, survivability in harsh environment, experiments are time and space intensive. So these are the applications of wireless sensor network. So we are using wireless sensor network in entertainment, security and surveillance, healthcare monitoring, smart grids and energy control, smart building, transportation and logistics and industrial application, precision agriculture and animal tracking, environmental monitoring, urban terrain tracking and civil structure monitoring. So in agricultural land we are randomly deploying this sensor node which can monitor the pressure, temperature, humidity, water level, everything can be monitored from the remote terrain. So structural inspection in building, civil engineering also we can use this wireless sensor network in monitoring the building structures. So here we can also use this wireless sensor network in monitoring and controlling the traffic. Then in industries, the main application of the industries is flow control, temperature monitoring and control, pressure control. All this can be done with the help of wireless sensor network. Defense application, the main application of wireless sensor network is a military application. So since we are randomly deploying the wireless sensor network in the remote terrain like a border, so here the human cannot enter into the border area, where we can deploy the wireless sensor network that can monitor and send the information to the remote station. Smarter offices and home also we can use this wireless sensor network. Aquatic systems and underwater mines we can use this wireless sensor network. Combining with other network also, like we can just combine with the other networks, magnets also we can use this wireless sensor network for a surveillance. And latest application is COVID-19 detection diagnosis system using IoT smart. Development in future is main development is to implement low cost, low power consuming sensor node. So that is the main conclusion. So here the main conclusion of this wireless sensor network is, such as we are going to apply this particular network in home, office, defense sector, traffic, forest, biomedical, civil engineering also. Future challenges is in developing for an entire world application, underwater application, area for research such as power management, worldwide protocol.